This is another podcast with iBank.com. My name is Tom Markle. I'm Vice President of iBank.com, and my guest today is Trent Lee, founder and president of Corporate Credit Concepts. They're an organization that helps build business credit. I want to talk a little bit today about why business credit's important, why separating business credit and personal credit's important with the business. So thanks for joining us today, Trent. I appreciate it.
I appreciate the opportunity to be here.
So, iBank deals with hundreds and hundreds of businesses every single day, and one of the some of the biggest things that we see is all these loans and all this debt being tracked on a personal basis towards their personal credit. Can you give me some reasons why it's not good and why business credit is so valuable to establish?
Yeah, one of the main reasons, the many reasons why it's so important is when you start to establish business credit, it all of a sudden starts to transform or take the business debt that's showing up on the personal side all out of the picture. And we all know on the personal side there's debt to income ratios. So that business debt that we see so many business owners start or use to start their business with the mentality that I'm going to start a business, I'm going to pay for it using my personal funds, and one day I'll pay myself back. And sometimes that day doesn't always come that they can pay themselves back. And in the meantime, they've got business debt showing up on their personal credit report. So the business debt is now not only harming them personally, but it's harming the family finances, because they're using personal money, they're using personal credit, and when they need to get a new family car, all of a sudden their debt to income ratios are out of whack because it's showing business debt and not just personal debt. So what we really want to do is separate the two.
Now what about the assets tied to personal credit? I mean, some people have cars, some people have houses, some people have investment properties that are tied to personal credit. Why does building business credit help kind of protect those assets?
The key to doing that is making sure when you separate your personal credit from your business credit, you also separate your personal assets from your business assets. One of the benefits of building business credit is it helps you obtain financing based on the business assets or unsecured, and that way you can build up the business assets so you can finance things internally through business collateral or unsecured and not put the family equity at risk in case the business doesn't work out.
Okay, so Trent, you wouldn't believe this, but with all the hundreds of businesses that iBank deals with each day, each month, each week, we deal with some businesses that have been in business for 5, 10, 15 years, and they don't even know what business credit is. So is business credit just for your startups? Is it just for people already in business? I mean, who is business credit for, and how do you get that started?
Well, simple answer, it's for everyone, regardless of what stage of business they're in, startup, expansion. I worked with a dentist probably about 3 months ago, been in business for 40 years, just looking to sell his practice. He had a young new dentist that he had brought on a year earlier that he had trained that was looking to purchase the practice from him. And what he was trying to do, the reason he came to us, is he had come to us to help him establish business credit. 40 years in business, successful practice, and he didn't have any business credit whatsoever. The reason he wanted to establish business credit is that business credit literally becomes an asset and increases the value of that business. He was looking to increase the value of his dental practice before he sold it so he could get the most amount of money possible.
Unbelievable. So business credit's not just for startups; it's for people in business. You have to do it no matter no matter what. You got to be incorporated. You got to have certain filings. Thank you so much, Trent, for joining us today. It's been a pleasure.
Perfect. I appreciate it.
So this has been an iBank.com podcast, and thanks for joining us.